How long were you working for the CIA inside a prison?
He wants to have a woman. He never had a woman in his life. He wants to go get those slaves over there.
Why?
Prove myself. I'm a good jihadist. I had to go beat them in a bathroom. I had to beat them. One was bleeding. I was strong in the prison community. And that's how CIA advised me, build your reputation in prison so when you come out, you can be straight inside of Al-Qaeda high-ranking position.
So there was a long play right from the get-go.
Yes, sir.
It wasn't just sort through these guys, figure out who they are associated with. It was building your reputation.
Almost 8 years. Almost decade. And learning Islam a lot. Like I can freely sit and debate with any Islamic scholar. I'm good, knowledgeable, any Islamic scholar. I can talk about religion, no different from Al-Qaeda members. Not foot soldiers. We talk in high rank in Al-Qaeda. That's how they accept me by testing me what kind of knowledge I have in religion. Then it came out very easy using my family, how they hold my child like a kidnapping.
How long were you working for the CIA inside a prison?
From 2000 and, September 12, 2001 to the day I was released, December 2007, 11 December 2007. All these years. I worked with the CIA. I want to be very clear. I worked with the FBI, counterterrorism unit. All the agency used to come and talk. Every time. Anything. Shawn, it was a lot of different terrorists. It's a lot of different members. I had Aksha Taiba from the Virginia group. I had the Iraqi war, the Ali Timimi, Ali Shandia. All these, they are in Florence, Colorado. All this group, they was getting arrested after the war in Iraq. So it's not like just little bit Mickey Mouse. It was a lot of groups of people, a lot of dangerous people. So I was always among the most dangerous groups of the terrorists. It's not like something small, not like a foot soldier like Lackawanna 6 or I'm gonna come back to the story in 2016 when I met the leader of Al-Qaeda in a group of 5 in New York. They got arrested, but we don't want to change the subject from this part to the end of the subject, the story, because we're gonna come out. I asked the leader, you will never believe what he told me, how he wants to go become a leader of ISIS. Was the reason why he wants to become leader and why he wants to become ISIS member. I was in shock what he told me. I was in shock. We talking in a prison where he told me why he wants to become ISIS member.
Why?
He wants to have a woman. He never had a woman in his life. He wants to go get those slaves over there, those Yazidi and take hostage the woman in Syria. This is the only reason he become a jihadist.
That's it.
Crazy.
It's not for religion.
It's against religion. Absolutely. And I can show it to you. He's now in prison. He's in a federal prison. I said, brother, are you crazy? You telling me you want to fight sake of God because you never had a woman. I can date woman anytime you want. You in America. He's a born American. It's not a convert. He's a born U.S. And he wants to become an ISIS member. He's the ringleader of one of the 5 of the group. He said because he wants to have a girlfriend. He wants to have a slave. He wants to have 3, 4 wives, 5 wives over there. I know the guy who shot another jihadist just to take his wife. That's not Islam. We're going to come to the points you will never believe it. People are not going to, they're going to say, this is crazy. This is like you want a prostitute. You don't want to fight sake of God. This is how they brainwash them.
Wow. Did you ever feel like you were compromised in prison? Like anybody was on to you working for the CIA?
Oh, look, I will tell you this. I'm sitting in a yard. I have a lot of tattoos in the arms and stuff. I have AK-47. I have a tattoo written from Hezbollah member, his handwriting, and I'm sitting in a yard with a tank top, and one of the informers, Albanian, He asked me, what do you have here? I have an AK-47 and it says God is a great. And I said, that's Bin Laden's name. But he doesn't know Arabic. In 24 hours, Shawn, FBI come in my in a federal prison. Remember, not all the agency used to know I'm connected to the CIA. You know, it's very strict control. They don't share the information. It's not like a lot of times I was informers used to give information about me, giving information to the government. I'm a terrorist. I'm a very fanatic, but I was linked to CIA. You know, I was never fanatic, but people, I was interviewed from FBI in prison. I was interviewed from the DEA in prison, a few times from the FBI. And this guy, in the morning, they're calling me, go Airbnb, meaning you're going to visit a room. And I didn't have no visit. And when I walk in, 2 FBI agents. I'm sitting down, my name is so-and-so. We want to know what kind of tattoos you have in your body. They put me in a strip room, naked. They look my tattoo. They're taking picture of my tattoo. Can you tell me what you have? I said, this is God is great. This and another one, I be a witness. There is no God but Allah. And another part here. Here I have Islam is religion of peace in Arabic, sign of peace. All this thing. They're taking picture, and I laugh. I started laughing with the FBI. I said, I'm sorry, sir. We keep it between us. Informer Antoine gave you yesterday information. I was in the yard working out. He asked me about this. Don't depend on with this informer. And I told him straight up, I work for CIA. Straight in the prison, I told him the FBI. If you don't believe, call so-and-so. And then they never came back. They said, I'm sorry. If you are like that, we apologize. They walk away. They took informer from the prison right away because they thought if I go back in the prison, I will stab him or something because I'm a leader to Muslim community. In a prison, Shawn, when I was a leader of Muslims, I used to have bodyguards. I used to have Muslims. It was 150 Muslims. If I was given order something to do in prison, I couldn't put the prison shut down completely. They was going to do my whatever I was telling to do. It was a time I had to prove myself. I'm a good Muslim. I had to beat somebody a few times, not once. 2 times I used to beat the Muslim. One is Pakistani Muslim, one Lebanese Muslim, because they had the problem with a gang group. Now gangs, not to stab them, I was ordered to prove myself. I'm a good jihadist. I had to go beat them in a bathroom. I had to beat them. One was bleeding. So I can prove myself. I'm a fanatic. I'm a sympathizer. I'm a jihadist. So I had to do that. And the CIA knew it. FBI knew it. I did that. SIS, the best ever in federal prison. I tell you this, he has your past 100% because he was with the Navy and Marines. Lieutenant Lyons, the best ever man of American deal in my life. Lieutenant Lyon, I hope you hear that. He was the best man. He knew it, everything what I was doing with CIA. Every connection, every conversation I needed, I was going through him. Every special things I was needing to do, special visit with my family, he was just telling me, Blaine, when you need to do that next week, I do it for you. That was the best ever from American agency who treat me good. That's the Lieutenant Lyon in FCI Allenwood Penitentiary.
What was in it for you? Did they pay you? Did they
No,
get you
they was
out early?
they was promising me they're gonna cut my sentence and recruit me to work agent in a street after.
What kind of stuff were you revealing to them while inside prison?
I revealed a lot of the guys. For example, there was Al Qaeda supporters, Al Qaeda financer. I met with a guy who met Bin Laden after 9/11. So I met with a group of Lackawanna 6. They met with Bin Laden after 9/11. So I was with them. I was with Yemeni group. I was with one of the Hezbollah member who was kidnapped from in the Adriatic coast early 80s. I don't know if you remember when the TW pilot was shot in hijacking. Hezbollah member, he was with me. So it was a missing body of the Israeli soldier, and they was trying to get the information. But it was something very interesting, Shawn. CIA was interested to get information from informers. Even people admitted in things. I'm gonna give you a little small detail in a short points. You know, in Islam, for example, if you get arrested, you can even say you're not no more Muslim. They train them, and that's only one thing I don't like in religion. If you get arrested, you give up all the information, and then you say to the agency, okay, I can be with you, you know, and then you lie. Then you go in the street, you become again terrorist group, terror members. You know, you never get burned with a terrorist group. Even today, I give you an example myself. We're gonna come to the points how I was offered from ISIS to become leader of ISIS, not a foot soldier, a leader of ISIS. Even being somebody suspicious, if I was a CIA spy, they called me. I spoke with very high-ranking ISIS leader.
Wow.
No matter where you're watching Shawn Ryan Show from, if you get anything out of this, please like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, share this everywhere you possibly can. And if you're feeling extra generous, please leave us a review on Apple and Spotify podcasts.